But it's Chilean. It's Chilean. No, that's the only way right now. I really never had
The Haggadah that we're going to be using is from Rabbi Henry Glazer. Also, he goes by the Grateful Rabbi. And I took bits and pieces of his very big Haggadah of 170 pages so that we could somehow create this beautiful Haggadah together. So, what is Pesach? You know, we all know about the cleaning and the matzah and all that other stuff. But the rabbis tell us that Passover has two really, really powerful things. Number one is that when we clean our houses or our homes or our rooms or whatever it is that we take out the chametz from, we really are supposed to look into our hearts and clean whatever it is that we think, any kind of thoughts or actions that no longer belong there or that we would like to get rid of. So Passover is really a time when we let go of things that we don't like about ourselves. So many times we complain a lot, you know, about little things or big things, and I thought that being grateful for the next 2 hours over the time of the Seder might be a really nice thing to take on. The other thing that we might look at in terms of the Seder is about freedom. And what does it mean to be free? You know, we can say that we're all free sitting in America and sitting in this beautiful table, but are we free from our own thoughts? Are we free from the things that we constantly tell ourselves are not good? Are we really free? And so today again is a time to step into a new freedom, a new place in our own mind where we can feel fully free. I would like to invite whoever feels called to light the Yom Tov candles or the Chag candles for us. Somebody would like to light it? Your light? Thank you. Together we'll sing the Shehecheyanu, which is on page 11. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'hegiyanu l'zman hazeh Seder on page 14. If you notice, it's not the page numbers are correct. They're just missing a lot in between. Okay. So I grew up. We all chanted this together. So I'd like us to chant the order of the Seder together. Kadesh Urchat Harpat Yachat Magid Ratzah Mosi Masa Maror Korai Shulchan Horech Safun Beirah Hallel B'Yitzhak. On Passover, we have the custom of not pouring our own wine or our own grape juice because we behave like kings or queens. And so if each one of you would please pour for your friend the first cup of wine, that would be wonderful. I'm going to go get it. You want me to pour you some wine?
They say someone forward to your friend. Each one forwards it to someone else.
Oh, all right. I can't do it.
Should we open it? Should we take one? Wait, should we take one line out? Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. They're doing their side, I'll do this side.
Everyone has here? Somebody thinks what we get. I'm asking if we need something to help with.
Not supposed to pour our own. What do we do if we can't find it? You pour for me, I can take a sip, I can't really drink. And then I'll give it I'll take grape juice. I'll take grape juice.
Yes, do you want wine?
It's parsley for everyone? Okay, so there's parsley and everyone. What we do is that we take the parsley, and the reason that we use parsley is because it's the beginning of spring. Right? It's the beginning of spring. And now we start seeing the trees blossoming outside, and we're grateful that the season has shifted, especially after this year. And we're really, really grateful for that. So we dip it in salt water. Dip it in salt water.
You have to dip it in cold water.
Okay, give it to me. You want some salt water? I'm getting it from your
Yakat. We break the middle matzah, right? We have 3 matzahs. In this beautiful holder, we have 3 matzahs representing all of Israel. And we take the middle one and we break it. We take the middle matzah and we break it. We hide. We don't need the matzah yet. We just hide it for later. Okay?
To tell about it, the Haggadah, we tell it. The name of the festival, Pesach, can be divided into 2 syllables, each of which spells out a word. Pei for mouth and Sach for speak. Thus the very essence of Pesach, inherent in its name, is the exercise of talking out, of speaking the story.
The way that I grew up, we would put our pinky finger into the grape juice and we would pour. So one of the reasons that I heard that we do that is because even if perhaps the Jews were really happy, the Egyptians were really sad. And part of us cannot be fully happy if there's a nation suffering. Okay, so we pour out from our glass. Some people pour a little bit on. Do you guys have little plates? Yeah, so a little bit on the plate that you maybe have your parsley on. Okay, so either pour a little bit or take your pinky finger and pour it out like that. Okay. Dam, blood, Sephardea, frogs, Kinim, lice, Arrow, beast, Dever, cattle plague, Shchin, boils, Barat, hail, Arba, locusts, Choshech, darkness, Makat, Bechorah, slaying of the firstborn, Rabbi Yehuda haya notein bahem simanim. Rabbi Yehuda made these signs because In those days, they didn't have pen and paper, so in order to remember all the 10 plates, he said, Tetzach Adash Be'achad. Anyone have a nice song for the 10 plates? A song. Anyone have a song? No? Okay. We'll get to Chad Gadya at the end. We're going to do that. Hopefully they're going to serve dinner on time, and then we'll have 15 minutes after dinner to do Chad Gadya. So we're going to do Dayenu now, right? Dayenu is all about gratitude. Dayenu is on page 70. Page 70 is after 65. It's the page after 65. Da da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da yenu, da yenu, da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da yenu, da yenu. Had he brought us out of Egypt and not executed judgment against the Egyptians, Dayenu. Had he executed judgment against the Egyptians and not their gods, Dayenu. Had he executed judgment against their gods and not put to death their firstborn, Dayenu. Had he put to death their firstborn and not given us riches, Dayenu. Had he given us their riches and not split the sea for us, Dayenu. Had he split the sea for us and not let us through on dry land, Dayenu. Da da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da yenu, da yenu, da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da da yenu, da yenu, da yenu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המוציא לכם מן הארץ. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על אכילת מצה. And we eat the matzah. Just break off a piece and everybody should have some matzah. You are the source of life for all there is, and your blessings flows through me. You are the source of life for all there is, and your blessings flow through me. Page 126. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
That's what she said to us at the beginning. She said you'll find it again. I guess she didn't put it together.
And now we'll pour the fourth cup of wine, and we're going to invite Elijah in and Miriam. And we're going to, if anyone, I'm going to put a cup of water for a cup of water for Miriam, and a cup of wine for Elijah. Okay, because Miriam is the one who That's the reason we have water in the desert, right? So for Miriam we have the water, and for Elijah we have the wine. And I'm going to try to open maybe one more door, and we're going to sing on page 127.
I think this is 127. What was this 127? What was this 127?
Eliyahu ha'iladi b'mheira b'yameinu yavo eleinu im Mashiach ben David, im Mashiach ben David again. Eliyahu ha'navi, Eliyahu ha'tishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu ha'giladi, b'mheira b'yameinu, yavo eleinu, im Mashiach ben David, im Mashiach ben David. Miriam HaNeviah, Oz v'zimra b'yado, Miriam tirkod itanu, lehagdil zimrat olam. Miriam tirkan itanu, letahakin et haolam. B'mheira b'yameinu, hitivenu, el mei ha'yeshua, el mei ha'yeshua. Now please rise your fourth cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Some alcoholic. I sip of this wine and I start to cough. I was laughing.